Hey everyone, it is Tanya and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another apartment renovation. I just posted one of these on the channel, but I also created this one and I really like how it came out, so I wanted to share it. I realized recently that I thought I had in the past created an apartment for an influencer, a content creator, a YouTuber, but I hadn't. I'd only ever built a tiny house for that idea. So today I wanted to make an influencer's loft apartment. So I hope you will enjoy it. But before we get too far into this video, I just wanted to remind you all, since we are coming really close to the end of this giveaway now, that I am currently hosting a giveaway for a pack of your choice from The Sims 4. And all you need to do to enter is download Lovelink using the link in my description down below, and then screenshot yourself with 3 character interest boxes unlocked on any single character and reply to my pinned tweet over on Twitter. I am Miss Gryphi over there. This giveaway ends on the 30th of December, so make sure you enter before then. You got about a week left, and best of luck to everyone. Also, that link down below acts as a creator code, so anything you spend in game goes to help to support me and my channel, so thank you so much. This is already coming together so quickly because this is one of the smaller apartments in the game. This is being built in 910 Medina Studios, which is that really small square apartment that belongs to Salim Benali. And I just find this one really fun to renovate. It's one of my favorites. I have like a handful of ones that I use a lot. This one, Penny Pizzazz's apartments, and a couple others in that building. And there's a few that are in the Spice District I like as well. But basically, I wanted to have a loft space up here that was the bedroom and like streaming / content creation area. I wanted to use one of those content creation stations. I don't know if that's what they're called, from Get Famous. So you can actually sort of have your sim do that. I wanted to have that upstairs, and I really like the neutrals I was going for here. I wanted to kind of go off of what I've seen that is somewhat popular for interior design when it comes to like vloggers and stuff. And I also just kind of let myself have fun with it. So I don't think the wood tones in here are necessarily what's popular, but I think the idea of a lot of neutrals with little pops of color here and there, but not like super bright colors, is pretty on trend. I think the flooring would have been a lighter color, but I really liked this brown, so I wanted to use it, and I think it paired nicely with the little touches of a dusty pink that I have throughout this apartment. But the whole concept here was just somebody who has this really cute loft space and creates videos. Maybe they're a vlogger, maybe they're a streamer. I wanted that content creation station up there, and then there ends up being another laptop downstairs so they could work from various locations and do what they gotta do. I think in game to actually do that sort of career, you have to use that Get Famous piece that I put up in the loft, but I just, for the idea of it, wanted to have a couple of different spots. I mean, I technically do that kind of thing for a living. I make videos here on YouTube, but I only have one space to sit down, so I think having that station makes more sense. But I know some people have like multiple computers they work off of. But anyway, I am really enjoying how this living room space is coming out. I'm using those sofas from the My First Pet stuff pack that I used recently in a build as well, and I was like, oh man, I miss using those. So I am using them again here in this really like creamy color. It's a little bit more brown, but it's like a beige sort of. And then in the kitchen, I am pairing some base game cabinets with these countertops. I don't know why I always mess up the words cabinets and countertops. I always like have to think about really hard which one is which. But the countertops are from Island Living, and the fridge is actually from Parenthood. I thought that looked nice there. And then the table I decided to use is a high top table, like an island bar height table from the Industrial Loft kit, and that is where I put the laptop I had mentioned earlier. So there's a couple of spots. I wish Sims could like use their laptop on their lap, like on the couch and things like that, or on the floor. I think in The Sims 3 we could do that because they actually folded it up and put it in their inventory, and they didn't need to be sitting someplace at like a table to use it. I'm pretty sure they could just sit on the ground and like work on stuff. I might be remembering that incorrectly, but regardless, that is something I would really like to have in The Sims 4. I think that would be great. Also, just thinking of this because I chucked the trash can over on the other side of that half wall. A little bit later on, I'm like, well, a lot later on towards the end of this video, I'm deciding that I think it would be nice if this sim had a cat, so I added some cat stuff in later on as well. But right now I'm just decorating some shelves in the kitchen space. I wanted to have some plates and a couple of like little plants up there. I got my cutting boards that I put in every build. They actually appear a few times in this build because they're in the kitchen, but they're also part of the headboard that I put behind the bed. I wanted to have like a taller headboard because I thought it would look nice to have that greenery, that like green curtain that came from the Blooming Rooms kit kind of framing out a headboard. So that was the thought process there. And just cluttering up the kitchen here and getting a little rug to stand on while you're doing dishes. And then we're back into the living space to add some more plants and clutter around here. I also get some framed posters on the wall. I thought these looked really cool. Maybe they were some movie premieres they went to or projects they worked on. And so just hanging those up over here. And then I think we're going to be working on the TV unit soon. I kind of bounced back and forth quite a bit in this build. Unsure what I want to work on next, but it was so much fun. This was one of those ones where I sat down to build it and all of a sudden I was like, oh wow, I've been sitting here for a while. I just did the whole thing in one sitting. I just kind of got lost in it. So I always really enjoy when I have a build like that I don't feel like I got stuck at any point and I just sit there and enjoy the whole process and don't feel like I need to walk away and think about it at all. I mean, I enjoy building regardless, but sometimes you get really stuck with a build. Like for me, it's usually floor plans. That's the part that I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. But this one came together really easily. It's a pretty small apartment, so not too big of a deal, but working around some of the objects that you can't get rid of in this apartment because it's a needs TLC apartment, and also not being able to move the windows because they didn't want to use Tool in this one. Speaking of which, let me know if you would like me to upload this to the gallery because there are a lot of platforms in this build, so it will not look the same at all. If I upload it, I can, and you can add the platforms back in. Just let me know if you would like that or not, and I can do so. Also, I wanted to add this big mirror leaning against the wall by the front door. It's from Jungle Adventure. It's the best one. We need more leaning mirrors. I say this every single time that I use it, but I really wanted to do that because I feel like every influencer that I see like vlogs of has a big mirror that leans against the wall. It's a simple one. It doesn't have like the details on the top. It's just flat across. I think it's an IKEA mirror. And I feel like everyone has it for their selfies. And I was like, okay, I'll put this by the front door so they can check what they look like on the way out. But I also wanted to like view into it. And it has a pretty cool backdrop because it's like viewing the loft, like the living space and then the loft bedroom. So I thought that was perfectly placed for some Simstagram photos. And just getting some more decorations around here. Also, there was this vent floating that I couldn't figure out how to get rid of. It's supposed to be on the floor, but for some reason it's not. So I sized down a dresser and try to hide it that way, getting another plant over here. And I also get a couple of decorations above the door. These like wooden hearts, which I think are super cute. There they are. Those are from Outdoor Retreat, the first pack that came out for The Sims 4. Oh my goodness, that was such a long time ago. I remember being excited about that. Anyway, this is the bathroom. I feel like I say this every time I do a bathroom, but it's not that exciting. But I was limited because there is the like electricity box in this area. Granted, I end up putting a litter box in front of it, so you're probably not going to be able to access it, and a lot of the other ones in this apartment are blocked. But you know, I think there's mods and stuff to get rid of the objects in here. Plus, I think you can get rid of them with Tool anyway. So I don't think it should be too much of an issue. I just really like decorating this apartment. But let me know if you think it would be a fun idea sometime soon to redecorate this apartment where I like utilize the fact that there's a lot of the needs TLC stuff in here and make a more rundown apartment. I love doing that kind of thing. But that's pretty much it for this build. We're heading on into screenshots. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe if you have not already and click that bell to be notified when I upload. Thanks for watching. Bye everyone.